You guys changed my life. My name is Evan Nussbaum. I was born and raised in Teaneck, New Jersey. I completely shoved my family away from me. I had no connection with my father, with my mother, with any of my siblings. And I lost all of my friends, and it really drove me to a bad place. I became depressed, eventually got on pills, and it got to a point where I was suicidal. And I didn't know what to do with myself. And on top of that, I found out that my father then had cancer. And because of Andy and because of the twins, you guys, you're the reason that I have a relationship with my parents today. And you guys are the reason that I could look my father in the eyes and tell him that I love him before he died.
You don't see, like, when you're talking on the phone, what that lead's gonna do. You don't see that when you're posting some content or something, what you might do for people. Like, sometimes you don't know. And that, like, invisible, that invisible impact that we're having that you just don't know, it's like you gotta remember it. And so sometimes when we're in our company, it's hard to know that guy that you pep talked or maybe some content you posted changed somebody's life. But the impact that we're having around the world, it's massive. And so I was talking to Evan this morning, and Evan met Austin and Jimmy at the 10X concert, and he came in this morning, and instantly right when I met him, he just like started tearing up. And then it started making me tear up, and I'm like, I don't even know who this kid is. Tearing up, I'm tearing up, and then he told me about the impact that our company has had, and he knows every single one of you guys. He's followed us. When he saw Austin and Jimmy, he's like, oh my God, it's somebody from the ELLIOTT Army. Like, this is crazy. And just hearing like what we've all done, it's like, I want you guys to remember, from the very second you meet somebody, those people are here for a change, a life change. And it might be an enhancement, it might be a total transformation, but hearing his story today, me and Austin started kind of getting emotional. So I want you just to hear the impact, so you guys remember, this is our life. And we live the best life ever. And the way we live it with personal excellence inspires guys like this to go change his life. So give it up for Evan real quick. It's so awesome. Evan, tell him your story a little bit.
You guys changed my life. My name is Evan Nussbaum. I was born and raised in Teaneck, New Jersey. And I'm a religious Jew. And I grew up in a very religious background around very religious people. And once I started improving myself, I started to think differently than these people. And when you're in an environment where all of your friends and all of your close family see the world differently than you, it causes a lot of tension and a lot of disconnect. And I went through a period of time where I felt that disconnect and I felt that tension between people, and I went through a really difficult time in my family, and I completely shoved my family away from me. I had no connection with my father, with my mother, with any of my siblings, and I lost all of my friends, and it really drove me to a bad place. I became depressed. I started seeing somebody, like a psychologist, and then I eventually got on pills, and it got to a point where I was suicidal, and I didn't know what to do with myself. And on top of that, I found out that my father then had cancer. And then I came across the ELLIOTT group. I haven't had social media in more than 10 years. The only place that I watch you guys is on LinkedIn, because that's the only place I have access to those kinds of videos. And what I saw were 3 things that changed my life, 3 videos. 2 were from Andy, 1 was from the twins. One video from Andy that really changed my entire perspective was that success does not mean money. And that having the money, but not having the relationships, not being a good person, not wanting to live, that's not success. And then the second video was, you can have it all. You can have the money and the relationships and be in good shape and help people. And part of that deep depression that I was in, the reason I was there was because I had convinced myself that in order to achieve my dreams, in order to achieve my goals, I had to sacrifice my relationship with my family. And I felt like it had to be one or the other. I couldn't have both. And then I found those videos from Andy. And he said, you can have a relationship with your parents, you can have a good life, and you can achieve everything you wanted. Then I saw a video from the twins. And this is what really stuck with me, where they said, it's not just about feeding your mind. I used to listen to David Goggins, I used to listen to Eric Thomas, all the motivational speeches and videos, I know all their life stories. I used to, every morning, night, evening, afternoon, that's all I listened to, no music. And that also added to my deep, dark depression. because that's all I cared about. And every time I saw somebody that wasn't disciplined, that wasn't doing this, that wasn't doing that, it got to me, it bothered me. My father's overweight, my mother's overweight, my brother's overweight. It really bothered me. And then I found this video from the twins where it's not about feeding your mind. It's you feed your mind, you feed your soul, you feed your heart, and then you feed your body. And that also changed my perspective. And because of Andy and because of the twins, you guys and Andy, you're the reason that I have a relationship with my parents today. And you guys are the reason that I could look my father in the eyes and tell him that I love him before he dies. Before he dies, bro, before he leaves the world. Thank you, for real, thank you. And so when they say that by everyone here doing your part, you change people's lives, they're not making that up, guys. This is not some mission that they're telling you so you can do your job better. This is real, man. You guys don't understand the impact that you have on people's lives. And I mean, it's real. It's not something that's made up. It's not fake. Like, there are other companies that do what you guys do. They're doing it for the money. You guys are not. You guys are doing it to change people's lives. And I can't tell you enough how real that is and how true that is. And I told myself I wouldn't cry, but I can't help it.
Dude, we want to tell you that the breakthrough that you've had gives us breakthroughs. Like our team, we always say, like, the breakthrough isn't just about you, it's about another person, because if you break through, the breakthrough that you're having right now and saying this and being vulnerable and telling us how you feel, dude, you don't know the energy that carries to all of these people, to their families, to everybody that they know, to the mission that they're on. So we want to just thank you for just, you know, choosing to see life that way, choosing to see some of the content or whatever, and then choosing to go act on it and choosing to do something with it, and then choosing to be here with us. So, dude, that stuff means more than you could ever imagine. You could say, Ian, you could take $1 million or that story. I would easily take that story any freaking day because it means that much to me. So thank you, buddy. Appreciate you.
Thank you, guys.
Good, man.
For real. I mean it. With every word I make it.
All right, guys, you're the true 1%ers. You made it to the end of the video. Let's go. Like, comment, so we know who you are down below, and then share this video to somebody else who needs it, and also turn your notifications on because we got the fire coming every single day. Amazing. We'll see you at the next video. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.